Have you ever wondered what people would say about you if you couldn't hear them? What secrets would come out? What truths would finally be spoken? Mark Thompson thought he knew his wife inside and out after 15 years of marriage. But when a heart attack landed him in the hospital and he overheard a conversation he was never meant to hear, everything he believed about his life was about to shatter and rebuild in the most unexpected way. What started as a test of loyalty became a lesson in love that neither of them saw coming. Before we dive into this incredible true story, please subscribe to Kindness Action and hit that like button. We share real stories about real people whose acts of kindness remind us what truly matters in life. Drop a comment below telling us about a time someone's kindness changed your perspective. Now, let's get into Mark's story. Mark Thompson was a successful real estate developer from Austin, Texas. At 47 years old, he had built an empire from nothing, working 70-hour weeks and sacrificing time with his family to provide what he thought they needed most: financial security. His wife, Jennifer, had been by his side since college, back when he was just a kid with big dreams and empty pockets. But lately, Mark had been feeling distant from Jennifer. She seemed different, quieter, always on her phone. His business partner had planted seeds of doubt, warning him that wealthy men were targets, that people only stayed for the money. These toxic thoughts consumed Mark until he barely recognized the loving relationship he once had. Then came that Tuesday morning in March. Mark collapsed in his office from what doctors later confirmed was a severe heart attack. He was rushed to the hospital, and for several terrifying hours, his condition was critical. When he finally stabilized, something strange happened. The medication combined with exhaustion left Mark in a semi-conscious state where he could hear everything around him but couldn't move or open his eyes. The doctors assured Jennifer he would wake up soon, then left them alone. Mark lay there, trapped in his own body, when he heard Jennifer's voice talking on the phone. His heart, already damaged, felt like it might break completely as he prepared himself for the worst. This was it, he thought. This was when he discovered the truth about whether she married him for love or money. "Mom, I don't know what I'm going to do," Jennifer's voice cracked with emotion. "The doctors say he'll be okay, but I'm terrified. I keep thinking about all the time we've lost." Mark's mind raced. Was she already planning what to do with the inheritance? But then Jennifer continued, and her words struck him like lightning. "He works so hard, Mom. Too hard. He thinks providing money is what we need, but I'd give up everything, the house, the cars, all of it, just to have him home for dinner. Just to hear him laugh again like he used to. When did we stop talking? When did we become strangers living in the same house?" Tears streamed down Jennifer's face as she held Mark's hand. "I've been trying to plan something special for our anniversary next month. I've been secretly taking photography classes because I remember how Mark used to love taking pictures before the business consumed him. I wanted to surprise him with a trip, just the two of us, no phones, no work, to reconnect. I've been saving money for my part-time job for 2 years to pay for it myself because I know he'd never agree to spend that much on a vacation." Mark's chest tightened, but this time not from his heart condition. It was from the crushing weight of his own blindness. Jennifer continued talking through her sobs. "I don't care about his money, Mom. I never did. I care about him. The man I fell in love with, who used to dance with me in the kitchen and talk about building a life together, not just building buildings. If he wakes up, and please God let him wake up, I'm going to fight for us. I'm going to make him understand that he's enough. He's always been enough in that hospital bed." Unable to move or speak, Mark felt something break open inside him. Not his heart, but the walls he'd built around it. Every doubt, every suspicion, every paranoid thought dissolved in the face of Jennifer's raw, honest love. She wasn't there for his money. She was there despite it, watching it pull him away from her, and still choosing to stay, to fight, to love him. When Mark finally opened his eyes an hour later, Jennifer's face lit up with pure relief and joy. He squeezed her hand and whispered hoarsely, "I heard you." Jennifer's eyes widened. "You did every word," Mark said, tears now flowing freely down his face. "And I'm so sorry. I forgot what we were building together. I forgot that the best parts of life can't be bought or sold." That day marked a transformation. Mark cut his work hours in half and made his marriage his priority investment. They took that photography trip, and it led to a new shared passion. More importantly, Mark learned that true wealth isn't measured in bank accounts but in moments of connection, in honest conversations, in the quiet loyalty of someone who chooses you not for what you have, but for who you are. Sometimes we need to lose everything to remember what really matters. Mark almost lost his life, but in doing so, he found it again. Kindness isn't always grand gestures, sometimes it's staying, it's fighting for someone who's lost their way, it's loving them enough to let them find their way back. What act of quiet kindness has changed your life? Share your story below, and remember to spread kindness wherever you go. You never know whose life you might change. Have you ever wondered what people would say about you if you couldn't hear them? What secrets would come out? What truths would finally be spoken? Mark Thompson thought he knew his wife inside and out after 15 years of marriage. But when a heart attack landed him in the hospital and he overheard a conversation he was never meant to hear, everything he believed about his life was about to shatter and rebuild in the most unexpected way. What started as a test of loyalty became a lesson in love that neither of them saw coming. Before we dive into this incredible true story, please subscribe to Kindness Action and hit that like button. We share real stories about real people whose acts of kindness remind us what truly matters in life. Drop a comment below telling us about a time someone's kindness changed your perspective. Now, let's get into Mark's story. Mark Thompson was a successful real estate developer from Austin, Texas. At 47 years old, he had built an empire from nothing, working 70-hour weeks and sacrificing time with his family to provide